So now we need to update the position of the hero object in the map, and also create a function that prints out the state of the map, right? So this is kind of what we have so far. The syntax here is not, it's not correct, but we're going to use this. So let's say we take in the string, and if it's equal to A, well then that means you want to move to the left, right? So if that's true, then you want to adjust the hero's X position variable, right? So it'd be like hero dot set X, something along those lines, and you would say like -1 because you're moving to the left, right? Yeah, but that's not only the case, right? You would want to first error check that moving him in that direction would not take him outside of the map. So if hero is at, if his if his current X position is at 0, then this should not be allowed, right? So we need to probably make a function, and I think that was one of the challenge exercises before task number 6. So you would want to say something like valid move, right? So if valid move, with valid move being a Boolean function, and we can maybe give it that A, or give it the KB reader, or whatever it is, or give it the A. And so if this returns true, it is a valid move, then it will go ahead and, break out with the move, and then we could say like else, print out error message, right? Error message. Okay, great. So that's kind of the same setup you want to use for all of your branches, and this is a bit what is it? Inefficient. Yeah, inefficient. Because you're going to be having this branch statement in like all 4 of your branch statements. So I think maybe a better way to do it would be to have it out here and say if valid move, and you give it the KB reader, or whatever it is, that variable that contains the string that was taken in from the user, AWSD. So if valid move, then do this, right? Yeah, I think that would be more efficient, right? And then here you could say else error message once instead of having error message 4 times, right? Error message once, right? Okay, great. So now we have the hero moving around the screen, right? But all we have is his instance field being adjusted. So we not only need to adjust his instance field, we also need to adjust the hero's position on the map, right? So how are we going to get that done? Well, here we're going to maybe say, let's see, maybe after all of these are finished, we could do a move hero function, right? And so what is the move hero function going to do? It's going to erase the hero from his current position. So let's assume the hero was here, and we pressed A, which means now his X, Y position and Y position are this spot here. So we're going to take his current position and set it equal to null, right? And then we're going to take the new XY position and set it equal to hero, right? So that's what should be happening here in move hero. Alright, so let's assume that we have that done. Okay, great. But still, if we don't show the map or the state of the map, then he'll just be like moving around the screen blindly, right? So we need to have a show map button or print map or something like that. So we do like a print map that's going to run on every iteration of the while loop. So every time the user moves, like he presses A and hits enter, then it's going to print the map with the hero in his new location, right? So how is print map going to work? Well, print map is just going to have a nested for loop, right? And in that nested for loop, you're going to use I and J, and you're going to print out every element in the 2D array, right? So we have something like public static void print map, right? And we're making it static so that we can call print map without having created an object of type driver. right? Just like just like main is able to be called without creating an object of type driver. And then in here, yeah, we have like for I. In that, we'll have for j. And in here, we'll do a system dot out on map sub I sub j, right? And so you might need to do some like Java Kung Fu right here to make it look pretty, right? Because it's not gonna, you might need to use tabs and things like that to make everything columnized. But that's basically the essence of it, right? So what are we doing? We're reading in our input. We're checking if the move is valid. If it is, we are adjusting hero's X and Y position instance variables, and then we are moving the hero on the map, right? So we're nullifying his current position, and then we're setting the new position to the hero object. And then once that's all finished, then we're printing out the map, right? And so it's going to repeat. Of course, we are missing many things. Like right here, we need to check if there's any objects to interact with. But yeah, that would take care of task number 6.